Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to see if we can stripe weeds. What does that mean? Well, let's stick around and find out. Recently I've watched quite a few lawn care videos, and on one of them specifically, on the Knorr channel, he had the thing called the Lawn Stryper. I couldn't resist and I purchased one. Now, my lawn is not exactly what you would call well maintained. It's pretty much weeds. I don't treat it, I don't do anything to it. And I imagine there's a few other people like that out there. I couldn't resist. Striped grass is something that just looks phenomenal. And for the $99 price tag, it was definitely worth a shot. I couldn't resist, so I purchased it. Now let's go and check what the grass looks like. All right, everybody, here's a close-up look of the grass before we get into cutting it. I'm going to first do a cut without the Lawn Stryper so you can see what it looks like. And then we're going to do one with it, and I'll do different patterns along the way. But when you look at the Lawn Stryper and all the thing it says, I'm doing exactly opposite. My grass is cut too short. It's probably a little bit too dry. So everything they recommend you to do, my grass doesn't meet up to those, but we're going to still see if we can stripe it. And that's the best part about this. So stick around, find out. We're going to see if we can stripe grass that probably shouldn't be striped. All right, so as the oil burns off the lawnmower as we go, we're going to go and do a quick cut so you can see what it looks like without the striping and how it cuts. Like I said, my grass is not treated. I cut it probably a little too short. It is quite dry. So everything they recommend you do to get the best striping, I'm not doing any of it. So if anybody is curious about getting this because you like striping like myself, you're going to be able to see what it looks like before and after. And I got my phone out and distracted, and if you want to get a good cut, you should probably focus. So let's get this cut and we'll move on to the next point. Alright, so let's get the stripe around and get going. We'll speed this up. And I was going to show you how I put it on and everything, but that was way too frustrating. One tip I would give you, if you do purchase this, you have to put sand in the cylinder and make sure the sand is very dry. Leave it out in the sun, let it get dried out. It makes it much easier if you pour in dry sand. As you see, here I go. You can kind of see the stripes going already. So I will get better looks. I just wanted to go back and forth for the first time I was going to try this out. So far, you can definitely see the stripes in there. There's no question about that. It's doing the job. I mean, basically all this is doing is folding the grass down, and you're using reflection of the sun and the shade, and that's what gives you your stripes. At this point, I really wanted to go over it again, do a second cut on it, and kind of get those stripes to be a little bit deeper and darker, easier to see. You know, you want to make your lawn look the best in the neighborhood, even though I do nothing for it. Really, as you can see, I'm going along. It's fairly easy to maneuver, even though there's an added 16 pounds on the end of that. It wasn't too bad pushing it around. I have used it since on a different lawn, and the lawn was kind of uneven and definitely thicker. And I noticed that it was harder to move around. It definitely was a better workout. It wasn't impossible, but it definitely was a harder push. My lawn, I noticed, is fairly flat. As you can see right here, as we're going along here, the stripes are starting to look pretty darn good. All right, so a couple observations from the shed. First of all, I love this thing. It made the lawn look really good. We're gonna take a look at a couple shots here. A few things that I would like to tell you if you do get this. First, when you're putting it together, it's not that difficult, especially if your lawn, let me take that out. If your lawnmower is the right length that it says on the box, which obviously mine was a little shorter. I had to do a modification. I'm not even gonna get into that right now because I avoided the warranty, basically. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting rid of this thing. The number one suggestion that I'm gonna have for you is the sand. The sand is the key. Now, that's gonna drive you nuts if you just decide to use wet sand. If you use that sand, you're gonna get frustrated. Trust me, okay? My suggestion is let it sit outside before you put this in, all right? Because you wanna get that cylinder full of sand before you start doing it, because the heavier it is, obviously, it's gonna do a better job on stripes. Next is the whole premise of this video is, can you make stripes basically on weeds? Now, most of our lawns, I'd probably say, look like that, okay? I have no chemical treatments or applications on that lawn. The last few days we have gotten rain, but in 3 weeks previous to that, we got very, very little rain. The grass was dry. The section of grass that I mowed stays under the shade with that tree a big part of the day. So it was not as dry, but it was a bit dry. And actually it rained last night. So the grass was, and I waited. It's about noontime at this point. And it came out quite well, I thought. I'm gonna do update videos on this in the future and let you know. I did the 2 passes. I think it came out well. The lawn looks real well. I just have a basic lawnmower. If you like lawn stripes, I'd strongly recommend getting this. 99 bucks shipped to your house. Does it seem like a lot? If you like stripes, it doesn't. You'll get your money's worth, trust me. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the length of my grass. Now, I didn't even think about it because I usually mow my lawn pretty tight. It's probably not the best for striping. The next time I do it, I'm going to raise the level and I'm going to see if the stripes look better. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a still image of before without the striper. Now here it is after being cut twice. This is just a shot of it, a still picture. Here's another angle of it, and it looks pretty darn good. Here's a video now, as we can see it moving around. I'll be quite honest, when I look at it with the camera makes it look even better than it does with your own eyes. Not quite sure why, but it looks pretty darn good. I mean, I just think it's totally worth it. There's not much more I can say. Now, I'm impatient, so I did a cross stripe on it so you can take a look at it, and it looks really good. But like I said, in my opinion, the camera makes this look so much better than it does it with your own naked eye. All right, so just some final thoughts. I'm really excited to have this. I'm actually looking to see if I can use it on somebody else's lawn to see how it works. I'm going to link Ryan Knorr's video down in the description below. And he's got the information there where you could probably purchase it still, I believe, if you go on. But I'm quite pleased with the stripes on my lawn. It actually encourages me to maybe treat my lawn, make it a little bit greener, a little bit better, so the stripes look even better. Comments below, please, I'd love to hear from you. Check out my other videos. If you'd like, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. I truly would appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.